indicators on. It's boring.
Join Mavis to greet our French visitors.
Merci Peter. Bonjour et bienvenue à tous nos aimables visiteurs français et francophones. C'est Mavis au micro au Grandstand avec Radio TT. Bienvenue aux grandes courses TT 1990. Bienvenue aux revenus et à tous les...
Jeff Johnson, and remember the riders are starting singly this time. Then at number 2 will be Morrison, then at 3 Dunlop, then at 4 will be Steve Cull, then at 5 will be Trevor Nation, then at 6 Steve Hislop. What a tremendous amount of talent there is as we return here to Peter Neal MCN.
Well, there's 4.5 minutes to go now to the start of the race, but 30 seconds or so of that is going to be taken up by Jeff. Down to you.
Quick check on the tyres. Jeff Johnson, slicks all round. Brian Morrison, treaded front and treaded rear. Joey Dunlop, slicks all round. Steve Cull, treaded front and slick rear. Trevor Nation, treaded front and slick rear. Steve Hislop, surprisingly, treaded front and...
But he's likely to be able to get some points today because all the others were from that part of the world out there in Japan. Iwashi, Miyazi, they were first and second. But Carl Fogarty travelled out there, picked up 11 points, and he could well be sitting on top of the pile after the second round. 3 more to go, incidentally. They will be held in Finland, in Portugal, and in Northern Ireland at the Ulster. So, 30 seconds to go to the start of the first race of the 1990 TT meeting here in the Isle of Man. Who remembers, well, who would have thought, I wonder, in 1907 when they started tootling round at 38 miles an hour in the St. John's course, that, 83 years later, they'd be doing 120 around the mountain course. Quite amazing. The seconds ticking away. John Stott has the Manx flag, and there's a flag in his hand, the British flag. It'll be raised any second, and the race will be underway. And away we go. TT Racing 1990 is underway, and that's Jeff Johnson with the 750 Loctite Yamaha. Remember, the winner of last year, Brian Morrison, on the second mantle after TT Coolidge credit. Joey Dunlop from Sally Flashed over the tank and away. Next will be number 4. This is Steve Cull from Bangor in Northern Ireland. He's riding the 888 Ducati. Number 5, the first of the 588 RCW Norton from Salisbury, it's Trevor Nation. Stick down there and a little wheelie. And now, the winner last year, hat-trick last year, Steve Hislop. Number 7 will be Nick Jeffries from Brentford on the 750 Loctite Yamaha, third in last year's TT Formula 1 race. Officially the third fastest man ever around the TT course. Now number 8, Carl Fogarty. He was 4th last year from Blackburn, the TT Formula 1 World Champion in 1988 and 1989. Now Roger Burnett from Binbrook riding the 750 Suzuki. The new motor in, remember? And he's away safely. Now number 10 from Dublin, Eddie Laycock. He had a brilliant ride in the senior last year on his 500 machine. He's over next Grand Prix, then he moved to the TT. Now here he is. Robert Dunlop, 7th last year, just lifts to the north. And Robert away to a fire. The R588 RCW North distinctive crown, now it's number 17. From New Zealand, Robert Holden, and that's a wheelie and a half, but he just... He do leave probably more, so machine. Big signal, first interview. And it's number 7. Nick Jeffries, sorry. Number 10, close behind, is Eddie Laycock on the Honda. Also safe to through Ballygrain on lap 1. Number 11 now is Graham McGregor, 5th place last year for Graham on the 750 Honda from Australia. And certainly, I suspect we're only going to get about half the riders through as we normally do. Number 12 is next, Dave Leach, 19th last year, but of course he did start at the back of the grid last year. He's safely through on lap 1 of the 750 Yamaha. We look back down the road, it's quiet for the moment, and as we say that, there's another machine interview, that number 17 of Robert Holden. I think we've got in joint first place Steve Hislop and Carl Fogarty as they arrived at Ballycrane, but of course Hislop will have dropped some time. They were some 2 seconds ahead of number 5, Trevor Nation, and then in 4th place, number 7, Nick Jeffries, 18 and 19 in close proximity there, Mark Farmer and Ian Young, with the news that at Ballycrane, Steve Hislop and Carl Fogarty shared that first place, but don't forget, Hislop pulled the shot and lost some time with that 19 minutes. Leave here. Local interest, well, Kenny Harrison was away safely, so was... Well, Joey's picked up some time. He should know well. That is the outright lap record holding machine here around the island. It's the machine last year. Nice casual approach. Then he accelerates over the bridge. Almost